Welcome to my channel, welcome to my open studio. If you've clicked on this video, you know this is what I'm making, a Mosaic Mardi Gras mask on a deer skull. Full disclosure, all the bones in this video are real. Mardi Gras is the theme. This is my reference photo and jumping off point for colors and pattern ideas. This is not the skull I went with, but it is the first step, coating the skull in this stuff, Robert's 5900 ceramic tile adhesive. It fills out the face and smooth surfaces. Mardi Gras colors are gold, green, and purple. I grabbed some dishes from Goodwill in those colors to make tiles. Look at this awesome gold bowl. For the gold tiles, they're all going to be different and beautiful. There's some purple plates I didn't end up using. There's this eggplant serving dish. And also I got this green jug. It's Christmas theme, but a good Mardi Gras green. Here's a few more angles of my blank canvas. Left side, right side, and bottom. When I saw this eggplant ceramic in the store, I thought, I have to take this home and smash it. I'll give you one hint why. Anyway, have you ever been to New Orleans? I went a couple times and that place really stuck with me for better or worse. The first time I went was in December of 2012 for someone's birthday. The three of us that went were all new to the city and I just walked into every tourist trap down Bourbon Street. Listen to your Aunt Mel. If you ever go down that street and some lady starts feeding you shots, they are not free. Know that, because they'll come up with reasons for you to drink on the spot. Like, oh hey, vacay shots, best friend's birthday shots, hey, we're all friends now shots. And it's not until then you see the big ass pin on her spaghetti strap cami that says, hell no, this shit ain't free, and I'm out $50 because plus tip and I'm a Yankee tipper. That was in 2012 and I still think about it. Listen to the bowl break, it sounds like a sound effect. So the second time I went to New Orleans, it was May of 2014. I told a coworker at the time my experience in New Orleans and she was appalled. And that was enough for her to put a girls' trip together, so we went. Here's my dishes all smashed up, and now I'm going to cut them into the shapes that I need. I used squares, rectangles, and triangles. Starting on my skull, I'm going to start with the eyes and teeth. They'll be made out of mirror I already have prepped from another project. Here's a reminder of my inspo pick. Around the eyes, I'll alternate green and purple tiles with gold in between them. I forgot to film it, but here's the first round of placing tiles. I love the gold tooth. To cut the glass, I used two kinds of nippers, glass and ceramic, as well as glass cutting tools. Each piece came down to the size of my thumbnail-ish. I'd like that size, and I kept going with it. I'll have a video out on those tools later to show you how I use them and what they're used for. I place the tile on with more tile adhesive. I take a scoop of it out of the bucket with my finger, scrape it on the back of the tile, and place it where I want it. So the second time I was in New Orleans, I had a better time on Bourbon Street. I asked to see the clairvoyant at Marie Laveau's shop. Clairvoyants see future events and distant objects or spirits through visions and dreams. What do you think of the name clairvoyant for a drag queen? Like, up next to the stage, clairvoyant. I like it. My guy's name was Philip, and we're in a room in the back of Marie Laveau shop on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. He has my hand, assesses it, presses my palm with his thumb. His knee bounced a little, and he saw images behind his mind. Every few seconds, he'd tap my palm, he'd wake up, and he'd ask me about something that I've done, like, how was skydiving? Or, you just had a big move, and we talk about it. The one that really stuck with me, Philip said, Chicago was going to be a place I would go back to often throughout my life. I thought, yeah, right, I'm just there to check it out for a year or two. Oh, no. Philip was right. I stayed for 5 years, lived in a few more cities since then, and I've always traveled back to Chicago for the friends I made there, even calling it home depending on who I'm talking to. Okay, now I'm grouting the skull. The mixture of grout to water is roughly 1:3. I dyed mine black with acrylic paint from Michaels. I'm taking fistfuls of the mixture and smearing it, filling in between every tile, and covering all of the white adhesive and smoothing it out. I'm not worried about covering up the tile. Cleaning them off a couple times until it's done is just standard practice. I'm so excited for this black grout. It's going to make these colors pop, and black antlers are just so metal. I hope it dries dark. I want the grout to be pitch black when it's done. I covered the whole thing and leave it out to dry overnight. Here I go with my first round of cleaning with a rag. I dip it in hot water, as hot as I can get it from the faucet until I can't stand it. I hold the rag down on the tile like you'd hold a cotton ball with nail polish remover on it, on a nail. It all just dissolves and wipes up clean. This is the second project I've done with black grout. You can even see the first one hanging on the wall above the yellow and blue painting back there. That one is all black tile and blue antlers. I painted the antlers blue because I've never seen a deer with blue antlers, and to be honest with you, I wanted to see a deer with blue antlers. As a matter of fact, I got the blue and yellow painting in New Orleans too. I got it walking around Jackson Square. They always have artists out there. That was during my first trip. I don't mind giving my money to artists. I bought that, a mask, also on the wall, and had my tarot cards read. I read them too, so it's fun to see others' interpretations of the cards. Look at the colors sparkling. It looks so awesome. The grout did come out a little lighter than I wanted, so I'm going to go over it with Artist Loft's metallic black paint. It has shiny in the name, so I'm hoping it's going to give me the result that I'm envisioning in my head. I try to swatch on the bottom overnight to see if I like it, and I do. So I'm going to go back and go in between every tile with my paintbrush, and this will be the final step besides one more cleaning. Even looking at this with just the bottom painted, I think it looks so sick. I want to remember this look, the gritty top and shiny bottom, like it could be white and pearly with flowers. I think I just had an idea. Another skull, but white with dried flowers glued all over it. I have a ton of dried flowers around from last winter. Okay, I got it. I know what I want to do. I'll keep you posted. This gold tooth is looking so beautiful. The black paint really makes it pop in like a trench mouth sort of way. One last thing that really stuck with me from New Orleans was this restaurant in the French Quarter called Jacquemo's. They have an appetizer called alligator cheesecake. and it's not sweet. It's not a dessert like you think New York cheesecake. It's a savory appetizer, like more of a quiche. I did have to be talked into trying it, and I'm so glad I took the plunge because it was so good and so delicious, and I still talk about it to this day. I did try alligator cheesecake other places, but I don't recommend it. It's just not the same. Before I mentioned it, I had to Google to make sure Giacomo's was still open, because that was pre-pandemic, and they are still down there, open and thriving, and a real staple to the New Orleans experience. A quick plug: if you like this kind of content, I would say subscribe. You can like this video or say hi to me in the comments. I'm planning on doing more videos like this and so many other crafts. My winter schedule is to post a craft or a vlog bi-weekly and shorts intermittently. If you hit the notification button, you'll see when I've uploaded a new episode. Thanks! I can't believe it's almost done. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. And here he is. So beautiful, so glam, so themed. He's going to a new home in New Orleans as a housewarming gift to some friends who bought a house there. I'm definitely going to make the white one with flowers next. Stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next video.